Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Trading View update and a new month. Bitcoin closed October at the highest ever level. And you'll recall back in at the beginning of September, we said that either September or October need to close above 58K for us to see that continued bullish price action towards through to the end of the year. We haven't closed above 58K. We closed, I think, it was 61.5, which is great to see. So October itself, a very, very bullish month. On the log curve, this looks like a pretty small move, but it was a 40% price appreciation over the month of October. And we saw a similar sort of gain on Ethereum as well. Looks good, it looks strong, but historically it's always been, or it's been October or November that have really acted as the catapult for that explosive move higher over the coming 2 to 3 months, especially at this stage in the cycle. Quickly looking at the RSI on this curve. So let's look at. I just want to look at the week one. So this is quite important. So this is kind of the Bitcoin price chart over on a weekly basis since 2011. And what we can see is that historically, the top of the cycle has always been, always coincides with an RSI that is very high. And by that, I mean like mid 80s, even close to the 90s. And that's also true for the kind of or the local tops that we saw in 2013 and also at the beginning of this year. So what this suggests, oh, come on, another line. What this suggests is that we've still got quite some way to go. And you can see down here on the RSI, at the moment, we're still below 70. So there really is room for it to move higher still. On the blue line here that we're looking at is the 200-week moving average. So our worst case scenario that we see play out once the market has topped is a retrace of prices over a 7 or 8 month period back down to test this 200-week moving average. And we've seen that take place after the 2013 run-up. We saw it take place after the 2017 run-up. And so once the price tops out, I think we'll start seeing a move back down towards this. But this isn't for a while yet. So last week, we saw a wick down to, 58, 57K. And I was like, I thought we were going to see it drop further. But I couldn't really find any sort of reason for the support to come in. I think I found that now. And when we zoom in a little bit and we look at the logarithmic growth curves, this is something as well that we mentioned in previous videos. This is kind of, you can see where the Bitcoin price has kind of traded in historically in this corridor to astounding degree of accuracy. And when we zoom in and look at where we are now, we're exactly at the halfway mark in the middle of this trading corridor. And you can see how that wick down last week perfectly tested the middle of this trading corridor. Previously, it was acting as resistance. We've broken through, we're testing it as support, and now we're looking to potentially move higher. If we look at it on the monthly curve as well, we can see how the explosive moves to the upside during this part of the rally, they've historically taken place in October and November. Here you can see in 2013 how the move higher happened on November 2013 from the 50% mark all the way up. And in 2017, it was October, the 50% mark acted as that springboard to allow prices to move higher. And we're now at exactly the same stage again. In terms of cycle top, market top, what can we expect? We still are kind of looking at this entire area over the next few months, acting as that ultimate market top to anything between 140 to 160K. Looking at Ethereum very briefly, again, huge monthly close, by far the highest ever monthly close, 25% above the previous all-time high, which was just beginning at the end of last month. So Ethereum 2, following a really nice upward trending corridor, will likely see all-time highs again this month. Looking at the weekly, or at the daily curve even, we're finding some resistance from the middle of from the top of this 2021 trading corridor. So finding the resistance there, as again we found it towards the end of last week. Any move lower would find immediate support at 4,000. If we drop below that, I'm looking at the bottom of the trading corridor. But overall, this price action looks exceptionally bullish. If we break above and through the top of this trading corridor, I expect that will trigger an exponential move higher, similar to what we saw back in May. And then who knows where the limit is. Looking at the log channels again, I'm looking at the middle of this trading corridor acting as initial resistance. So anything in and around 5.5 to 6K would be the first kind of real target. But we'll see how that develops over the next few weeks. That's it from us. Have a good day. Yeah, hope that November goes the way that we're expecting it to.